let's begin in math with finding the missing factor. 5 times blank equals 25. Let's count by fives until we get to 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So the missing number should be 5. Blank times 5 equals 45. Count by fives till we get to 45. Begin. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. So 9. Blank times 5 equals 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How many times did it take us to get to 30? 6. 6 times 5 equals 30. Yesterday I asked you to practice your 5 multiplication table. Today let's practice our 2 multiplication table. 0 times 2 equals 0. 1 times 2 equals 2. 3 times 2 equals 6. 4 times 2 equals 8. 5 times 2 equals 10. 6 times 2 equals 12. 7 times 2 equals 14. 8 times 2 equals 16. 9 times 2 equals 18. 10 times 2 equals 20. 11 times 2 equals 22. 12 times 2 equals 24. Okay, I'd like for you to copy this problem down if you have a piece of scrap paper. It says 6,000 minus 4,000. So I'm going to begin in my ones position, tens position, hundreds position. Remember, every third digit I put a comma in between, and 6 minus 4 is 2. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But the next one involves borrowing. So we set up our columns to divide our place values. We cannot do 0 minus 2. We cannot do 0 minus 5. Anytime the number sitting on top is smaller than the number on bottom, we have to borrow. It does us no good to borrow from the 0. So we go to the 4 and make that a 3. We give the 0 the 10 it needed, but this 0 still needs a 10. So we cross out the 10 and make it a 9. Cross out the 0 and make it a 10. Now the larger number is on top of the smaller number. I'm ready to subtract. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9 minus 5 is 4. 3 minus 0 is 3. 348. Next, I would like you to make the number 100 greater than. So I'm going to move the number in the hundreds position up by 1, and that will make it 100 greater than. 245 plus 100 more is 345. 678 plus 100 more, 778. Now you write 202 on your scrap paper. Make it 100 more. So you're moving the number in the hundreds place up by 1. 302. Roman numeral practice. Let's begin. I want you to write the Roman numerals for 5, 8, 50, 25, 20, and 100. So remember, a 5 is V, 8 is V, I, because 5 plus 3. 50 is L, 20 is XX, 25, we have to do our 20XX plus 5 is V, 100, capital C. I'm going to show you some shapes today using objects. This is a basketball. What shape is this ball? If you said circle, you got tricked. The basketball represents a sphere, because the middle bulges at the sides, okay? So a basketball is an example of a sphere. This one's squishy. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Okay. Next, we have a Campbell's tomato soup can. What shape is this soup can? If you said circle, you're wrong because you were thinking about the faces on the soup can. The top and the bottom are circles. Those are the faces. But this whole shape represents a cylinder. I bet you have a cylinder in your home too. Okay, we have two more. This one you may not can tell what it is by the camera, but it's a piece of wax that you would melt in like a Scentsy candle wax jar. And so the shape is not a square. The square is its face. But the shape is a geometric solid called a cube. So if you're thinking of like an ice cube, you're right, a cube. And the last one is represented by a box. Notice the faces are squares and rectangles. So this would be a rectangle solid. It's a tea box with tea bags for hot tea or cold tea. So this box represents a rectangle solid. Now remember, on a rectangle, like I told you, you have squares for faces and rectangles for faces. Okay? Next, I'm going to do dictation with you today, and this is going to involve scrap paper and pencil. So take out a piece of paper, and I want you to practice writing these four numbers. The first one, 30,890. Number 2, 8 1/3. Number 3, $80.21. Number 4, 6,004. And now we'll use our paper up here at the easel to write, and you can grade your paper and see how you did. 30,000, 890. Check. Number 2, 8. So that's our whole number 8. And I said 1/3, 1 out of 3. 8 1/3. This is a mixed number. It's a fraction because it involves a whole number and part of another number. 8 1/3. Number 3 was money. We need our dollar sign first. $80.21. And number 4, 6,004. Now I did not say 6,400 or 6,040, so you had to put the 4 in the ones position. Okay? Now you're going to hear a story. Dad bought firewood for the campfire. The firewood cost $5 for one bundle. Dad bought 4 bundles. How much money does Dad need? If you said, we'll write right here, 4 times 5 equals 20, you are right. And because it involved money, we would use the dollar sign on our 20. Okay, if Dad has only $10 bills in his wallet, how many bills will he give the clerk? Because it's worth $20 and he had 2 10s, we could say he'd give the clerk 2 bills. 2 $10 bills. Number 2, Mom bought a bag of marshmallows for the campfire. Mom gave the clerk $5, but the marshmallows only cost $3. How much change will Mom get back? If she gave 5, but it only cost 3, she gets back $2 in change. Okay, number 3. Stephen bought 2 bags of trail mix for $3 each and a drink for $2. How much money does he need? So because both bags are $3 each, we have 3 2 times. And then he bought one more thing for $2. And we know 3 plus 3 is 6 and 6 plus 2 is 8. So he's going to spend $8. So what bills could he pay with? Well, we can break the 8 out by having a $5 bill and 3 $1 bills. 3 of them. Okay. The last question for you today. I'm going to say some problems and you're going to try to answer. Now, if we had Speedy Sam, he would have his little mouth ready to say that answer and you would have to beat him. So I didn't bring Speedy Sam home with me. I should have. So you try to answer before I answer. Try to beat Mrs. Thomas. 5 times 2 equals 10. 17 minus 9 equals 8. 3 times 10 equals 30. Now this one is a 3-step or 2-step with 3 numbers. 12 minus 5 plus 3 equals 10. 15 minus 8 plus 9, 16. 5 plus 8 equals 13. 12 divided by 2. Count by 2s until you get to 12. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. 4 plus 9 minus 5, 8. 15 divided by 5, 3. 8 plus 7. Now that's your doubles plus 1. Do 7 plus 7, 14, and one more, 15. 8 minus 2 plus 7, 13. 24 divided by 2. Imagine 24 eggs. You split them in half. You have a dozen and a dozen. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. 12 minus 7, 5. 10 divided by 1, 10. 15 minus 9, 6. 3 times 2 plus 8, 14. Okay, boys and girls, that was your practice time for today's math. Now it's time for you to tear out your paper and get to work. Make it a good day.